I got a goal, and that's a huge goal, and that's to bring an NBA championship here to Cleveland.
And this fall, man, this is very tough. And this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
3 in a row, a three-peat. You know, it's all said and done. We know free agency is coming up.
Yeah.
Can you picture yourself somewhere else?
At this point, I can't. At this point, I can't.
There's no place like home.
LeBron, Michael Grange from Sportsnet. There were a lot of hard fouls out there, but that little skirmish before the end of the first half, it looked like, I don't know, did you realize who hit you, and was it as bad as it looked, or were you maybe trying to sell a call a bit?
You're whack. Not trying to sell a call. I got hit with an elbow. I didn't know it was from my own teammate. I thought it was Damari, but I watched the replays from my teammate. So now sell a call for what? There's no call there to be sold. And that's it. I was going to say something else to you, but I'm going to leave it alone. It's like because I don't need to flop. I play an aggressive game, but I don't flop. I've never been one of those guys. I don't even know how to do it. So it's like, okay, you one of those whatever. Doesn't mean much to me.
And I'm dead serious about this. There's something about LeBron James that's really starting to alarm me. You got titles, King James, chosen one. None of the great guys, you know, they shun all of that until they won a championship. It's like he wants to be crowned with no rings. You don't get to do that.
Skip's been saying
you
that
got to
for
get
years.
it done. And I've been holding off on it because I disagreed with Skip totally. But to lose in the finals the way that he did, and then to come out here with the smile on your face like that, the world is just beautiful. I don't understand it. Champions don't do that.
Does it bother you that so many people are happy to see you fail?
Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, all the people that was rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they got to wake up tomorrow and have the same life that they had before they woke up today. You know, they got the same personal problems that they had today. You know, and I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that. So.
I don't think MJ ever had a Game 7 in the finals. And people say, well, he was able to close it out early, you know, and they act like he just, you know, did it all on his own and things of that nature. They forget the shot by Paxson on the left wing, you know.
I got burned by Bill Winnington a bunch of times as a Knicks fan, okay?
You want to know the crazy thing? In that game, in that particular game in Phoenix, MJ didn't even have the ball in his hands. Pippen brought the ball up. Barkley went for the steal. Pippen threw it down to Horace Grant, and they got the defense. You know, because Barkley went for the gamble, they rotated to Horace Grant, and Horace Grant threw it to Paxson.
I was just watching this the other day,
MJ had nothing to do with that play.
LeBron James, what the hell are you doing? Where he's trying to be slick, dare I say. LeBron James, who the hell doesn't know that you have teammates? I'm sorry. Is any player in NBA history, have you or you seen an NBA player in NBA history that's been on the court by themselves?
I'm not here campaigning for the best player in the world or in the history. I'm not saying that, you know, because everybody plays differently in different eras.
I feel confident because I'm the best player in the world. That's simple. At the end of the day, rings doesn't always define someone's career. I don't care about me as an individual. I never cared about my individual stuff. So for me, my personal goals is to win championships. You know, Draymond just, you know, he said something that I don't agree with. You know, I'm all cool with the competition. I'm all fine with that, but some of the words that came out of his mouth was a little bit overboard. You know, and being a guy with pride, a guy with 3 kids and a family and things of that nature, just some things that just go overboard, and that's where he took it, so that was it.
I mean, guys talk trash in this league all the time. You know, I'm just kind of shocked some guys take it so personal. It's like, I mean, you know, it's a man's league, and I've heard a lot of bad things on that court, but at the end of the day, it stays on the court. We're all competitive people. I don't know. I don't know how the man feels, or, but obviously people have feelings, and people's feelings get hurt even if they're called a bad word. I guess his feelings just got hurt. I mean, we've all been called plenty of bad words on the basketball court before. You know, some guys just react to it differently. All I can say for myself individually, I just try to ignore it or just let it fuel the fire. But I don't carry it with me when the job is done.
No, I'm not. What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe the transcript will support that.
I'm not going to comment on what Clay said, because I know where it can go from this sit-in. It's so hard to take the high road. I've been doing it for 13 years. It's so hard to continue to do it, and I'm going to do it again.
LeBron James. Cavs have lost 6 out of 8. We're not better than last year from a personnel standpoint. We're a top-heavy team. I just hope we're not satisfied. It's like when you don't have bodies, it's tough. We're top-heavy. It's me, Kyrie, Kevin Love. It's top-heavy. I'm not singling out anybody. I'm not. Yeah, we won the championship, but you know what? Let's see if we can do something. Just fill in the blank. LeBron James' comments were blank.
Surprising, because when you're a champion, and fill in this when you want, you take on whatever the year is giving you. And I'm speaking from experience, right? The year is going to be ups and downs. It's going to be peaks and valleys.
Defending champs.
You got to know that you're getting everybody's best, first off, right?
Yeah.
Secondly, nothing's going to be perfect during the year. You're going to go through ups and downs, and through those peaks and valleys is what you learn about your teammates, what you learn about yourself, what you learn about everybody around you, the organization, everybody.
LeBron James' comments were blank.
Inappropriate, whiny, all the above. The Cleveland Cavaliers, they have given him everything he wanted. They have the highest payroll in NBA history. He wanted J.R. Smith last summer. They paid him. He wanted Shumpert last summer. They bought in Kyle Korver. He's the best player in the world. Does he want all the good players? He don't want to compete. He is an amazing player. But this notion, they're the defending champs. And for him to be trying to hold anything over Dan Gilbert's head, and I love all these wild punk-ass reporters on television who's afraid to call LeBron. LeBron's a great player and a great guy. But this notion that he's got to have all the best players on his team. He's got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. He wants everybody. He don't want to compete. He want to be the favorite all the time. It just pisses me off that a guy that great don't want to compete. Everyone has his perspective. This is our perspective. But we can't understand your perspective when you are the best player in the world. We can't understand your perspective when you have 2 All-Stars. We just can't understand it. So it's like the guy who says, well, you know, I got a Lamborghini, I got a Bentley and a Ferrari, but I need an everyday car, man. We can't understand that perspective, man. I'm sorry. You have 3 of the best cars in the world. And you need an everyday Chevy to get you around, a U-Haul, things around. We can't have sympathy for you. You could have that perspective, but we can give you no sympathy when you are LeBron James, the best player in the world, with all of those tools, top-heavy tools. We cannot have any sympathy. That's my understanding of it. Just won the championship. He got a young Kyrie Irving and a terrific Kevin Love. And now,
but it takes more than that to win the championship.
They just won the championship. What do you mean it takes more?
And so here's the deal. King James was over Sir Charles' repeated jabs. He clapped back, and it got personal. Here's the quote. He's a hater. What makes what he says credible? Because he's on TV. I'm not going to let him disrespect my legacy like that. I'm not the one who threw somebody through a window. I never spit on a kid. I never had unpaid debt in Las Vegas. I never said, quote, I'm not a role model. I never showed up to All-Star Weekend on Sunday because I was in Vegas all weekend partying. And now we have this. Charles, the floor is yours.
I don't overreact. I'm not going to say anything bad about him or get personal. I stick by what I said. He was all whiny and everything last week. So I'm good, man. If I'm going to be straightforward like I always try to be, I know guys going to come back at me sometimes. So I'm good. He got personal, but like I say, I'm never going to get personal.
I consider LeBron James an incredible, lucky guy this morning because nobody's perfect. All of us have skeletons. Wow. And let me tell you something right now. Barkley, like a lot of us, knows what they are about ourselves and about everybody else.
LeBron didn't like the message, so he went after the messenger. That looks weak. And what Charles Barkley just did is, LeBron is right about a lot of things he said. He did his homework. I'm not going to get personal back. So you know Charles Barkley's coming from a place of his truth, and it's not personal. And that sense of truth, Chuck just won. Charles Barkley won that little exchange.
This has been a basketball public service announcement, and I'm out. Peace.
These is facts, bruh.